My name's Jeffrey Bussolini, and by training I'm a sociologist and a philosopher. My main area of interest is to study cats, feline-feline interactions, and feline-human interactions. This is one of my favorite shirts here. This is probably my single favorite shirt here. Hi, you're soft. I've lived with cats for a long time, since I was about 10 or so, or maybe 9. We've done our best in the Center for Feline Studies to pay heed to the way that cats interact with one another, the way that humans interact with cats. And we spend a lot of time meticulously observing and trying to make sense of some of their behaviors, some of their communication repertoires. The other thing that I study, because I grew up in Los Alamos, New Mexico, is the history of nuclear weapons development. And one of my teachers told me, you can't just be thinking about nuclear war all the time. You've got to have something else to occupy your thoughts that's less bleak, that's funnier and more engaging.
I get emails whenever there's a new Maru video, and like as soon as I get one, I'm like, stop everything. I need to see what Maru's up to. It really is like a drug. It just makes you feel good. Just give me the cuteness, unadulterated. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to see anything. I just want the cute stuff concentrated in my face. My name is Amy Kellner. I'm a photo editor at the New York Times Magazine. Before that, I worked at Vice Magazine. And when I was there, I invented the Cute Show. I don't even think you should be shooting me for this. You should just hear my voice and just show like a close-up of a kitten, you know? Like, that's all you really want to see. My favorite episodes of the Cute Show, cat print was like back in the days of MySpace. People would use them as their like profile picture on MySpace all the time. The popular ones were in like the frog hat or the bunny hat. I would just always see those, and it was always the same cats. And so I did some internet sleuthing, and I saw that it was, you know, this Japanese woman in Japan who is a cat tailor.
Many animals, especially younger members of animal species, have resemblances to young humans. So these things like kind of larger eyes, a particular kind of facial structure, kind of round facial structure, and that humans have an evolutionarily developed capacity to sympathize with and protect young humans. So the theory is that many animals, they trigger the same reaction for us.
She says that she started making clothes for cats because God told her to. I want a message from God like that.
Hello, Juliet. Welcome to the Center for Feline Studies. Please come in. This is where we study interactions between the cats and between cats and humans. They spend a lot of their time hanging out here in the different areas of the center. We've got our workstations where we can take notes about what they're doing and transfer those notes to the computers. All right, so this is from April 11th, 2008. We see 2 cardboard boxes of cats and 4 people standing around. 2 tourists from Denmark are talking to the cats, trying to calm them down, saying that if they weren't so far from home and on vacation, they would take the cats in. We have different sites of the center. This is the main site, and there are 4 cats who are usually here. We have another site, a 2-cat site, where 2 sisters named Esmeralda and Mimi live. We also have a lot of photos, and we have some videos, but it's invaluable to have thousands or millions of different vignettes of cat behavior going on the internet.
It's a subculture of like cuteness and humor.
There's this underground notion that the internet is made of cats. Maybe you've seen that video.
The internet is made of cats. The internet is made of cats. Cats, 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 cats.
And that's a fairly persuasive notion. Obviously, it doesn't hold any water technically.
Maybe we've gotten so jaded from all the sex, drugs, and rock and roll that there's nothing left except for just cats.
And that's a fact.
You know what? I will say the one downside to all the cute cat videos is it's kind of like ruined. It's raised the cute bar so high that now when I see a regular cat, I'm like, oh, you're okay. You know?
We as humans are formed by our interactions with cats, with dogs, with other kind of animals. That's something that's obvious to everyone who actually lives with animals, I think. Human culture is extensively indebted to animal references and animal interactions.
There is no deep thing to it. That's the beauty of it. There is no, I don't know. It's just like it, and I don't have to think too hard about it. I sound dumb.
One of the things we work on in the Center for Feline Studies is cat yoga.
Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam.
We try to systematically look at yoga with cats. So the way in which a lot of their movements are basically a form of yoga because they're very limber. But then beyond that, how they'll join in yoga with us as a kind of a intersubjective, communicative experience. Hey, Prima. Come on. Come on. Seems like a very likely story that yoga and a number of martial arts were developed based on a really careful observation of the way that animals behaved and then trying to imitate that for humans. I'll try another kind of breathing exercise. During this one, if we're lucky, Quattrina might hop up here. The thing that got me interested in cat yoga in the first place is that I would just be doing yoga at my house, or we would be doing yoga there in the context of the Center for Feline Studies, and they started to join in. They started to show an interest in taking part, either by imitating some of the poses or by joining in, by like getting on your stomach or getting on your back in different poses.
Hey, Quattri, come over here. Quattrina, oh hey. Prima. All right, they're all doing their own thing, I guess. Sorry.
What's going on in Hollywood? Who gives a fuck what's going on? Who drank what? Who slapped whose ass? Who fucking cares? You represent every journalist that puts a fucking story about Jordan or some cunt like that on the front page of a fucking paper when there's cunts dying in the world. You represent everything that's wrong. And you know, that was all fine, that was fucking fine when there was other options, when there was shit for me to watch and shit for me to be entertained by. But now there's not. There's fuck all for me. I'm not meant to have an option. So I created my own fucking option. It's called Insane Championship Wrestling. And I fucking promise you, you will die.
Dominator.